Welcome everyone. How we all doing? I think I've turned the music a bit too low. Welcome folks. Welcome. Yeah, you're all here for okay, so to start off with, we got a new system. Anyone who's so gracious to like donate anything or even be a subscriber here over on Twitch is now allowed to pick what the heck we're doing on the next episodes. Yeah, you all voted. It wasn't even a close one. I was surprised how many of you wanted this, but yeah, we're doing an OZ character sheet, essentially preparing for ArtFight. 47 of you voted for this. So that's fantastic to hear because I was actually very excited to do one of these, and it is my homework. I kind of need to get a little bit of character sheets done for ArtFight. But yes, as much as I want to go tell her to draw train things, I do need a body double for drawing my UCs. Yes, Vin, you do. You really do. Okay, which character am I drawing? Good question, Silver. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of want you guys' opinions on this. So essentially, I've got a couple of characters which have a lot of drawings now on ArtFight. And I mean, I could show you the ArtFight page, but I'm just going to show you it here. We essentially got Lila and Tara. They're a couple. They're wives. And we recently did this drawing of them interacting, which was really cute and led to our muscly drawing of Ayla here. Ayla doesn't have much of a character sheet or a backstory or anything. We have this one-off drawing we did a while ago, this redesign we did together, and then this absolute monstrosity from the from the buff mummy. I don't like saying that. From the buff ladies stream now we did, and then we have our friend here, whose name I forgot. But what the heck did I call her? See, this is my problem. I don't really care. Ivy. I don't care about my characters. I really am trying to. Ivy, who essentially has absolutely no friggin' character and just serves as like sort of a mascot. So, we could essentially give her a little bit of love. But yeah, and Nima has this two really cool ones that we did on during classes, and this is her really old like character pose kind of thing, so she could also be updated. I've got a bunch of other characters, but yeah, I was kind of unsure of what we were going to do today specifically, which one of them we're going to do today specifically. What I do want is to do a little bit of a more kind of like standard character sheet without going like directly into like what an animation character sheet would look like with like a full on turnaround kind of thing. Like a body pose with a couple of expressions and a little bit of an explanation and maybe a breakdown of the color scheme or something like that. Something a bit basic. So yeah, I was kind of wondering which one of them I want to kind of humanize a little bit more. I really do like this piece we did with Lila and Tara. Like they seem very nice together, and I kind of hate some like their old drawings, especially Tara's one. She looks very mean and evil and gremlin-y, and I kind of want to like make her a bit nicer. Also, like I like how a lot rounder she is in this one. So I was thinking maybe Tara could be a cool first step into like a little bit of a redesign. Also, maybe taking away the amount of fucking bullets and details everywhere and just like, simplifying her design a tiny little bit could be a fun one. So if you guys are up for that, we could just certainly do Tara and do a couple of like expressions for her. Is this technically in yeah, Tara's gonna be an American. Yeah, space American for sure. Uh would this technically be a little bit of a low-key muscle mummy stream accidentally if we do Terra? Kind of. But most of my characters are somewhat muscular anyway, so yeah. Who else would have that many guns? Yeah, she was meant to represent a specific RPG class that was essentially like soldier. So yeah, yeah, she's from Space Texas, 100%. Yeah, so a little bit, I think maybe exploring her a little bit and like giving her a bit more character, because I do like their interaction a little bit, and maybe updating her would be nice. So if you guys are good with that, I think we're going with Terra, and we're low-key doing a muscle lady episode. That's fine. That's okay. It's low-key. I'm not gonna focus on on making it too extreme. So it's fine. It's fine with whatever. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, amazing. So let's get started with that. I have a couple of references for it, but yeah. Um, I was gonna start like I usually do with a disclaimer saying that like I'm a bit off today. And then I realized that I've kind of been saying that for like the past 5 streams or something. So oh, you like her. Okay, nice, nice. We're doing Terra then. I've kind of been saying that a lot at the beginning of every friggin' stream, like, "Oh, I'm a bit off right now. Oh, I'm feeling a bit weird today." So it kind of ends up being the norm. So I'm just gonna tell you guys when I'm not incredibly sleep deprived, or ill, or just generally tired, because I think that's gonna be more newsworthy than just like starting off every single stream with, "Hey guys, I'm very sleep deprived this stream." So yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm a little sick. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me, but this is what my springs look like. I just get colds constantly. It's great. Gonna blow my nose. One sec. Okay, there we go. Yes. So let's get the old drawing of Terra in here. Um, kind of want to play along with her color scheme as well a little bit. So, um. Let's open it up. And here she goes. There we go. Fantastic. So let's get her old drawing here so we can get a little bit of her proportions. And let's get the new one we did the other day. I do need to update a few characters in my ArtFight profile. Should really do that sometime. Honestly, Silver, if you want to like work alongside and and do some updates, it always is nice to like like if we didn't have this stream, I probably would not like I'd leave them for the last minute and manage to do like one or something. So yeah, no, you guys voted for it and I'm very very grateful because these characters sure need an update. So yeah. A bunch of you were actually like would be your first go at Art Fight this year, and you were a bit unsure about it. I encourage everyone to participate. It's really, really simple and easy. You just need to set up a profile and upload one character. That's it. You don't need more than that. It's kind of great. So yeah, I've got nothing on my art fight. In fact, I don't even have anything I could put on it. Lol. I have had some character ideas though. That's good, Mr. Soap. I mean, I've seen a lot of your characters. You've got a hell of a lot of characters. I've seen a lot of your drawings and your OCs and stuff. Like, I don't think you've got nothing, nothing. I feel like you got something. Um, okay, here we go. This found it. Sorry, I got a lot of drawings and I don't organize them very well. I just like dump them in by year most of the time. So it's kind of hard for me to find them sometimes. But yeah, no, I like lumping them in by year because at the end of every year I get to see how much like art I've done as like a whole. Makes me feel proud of myself. So, you know. Okay, so we got these two essentially as like the references. I want to like try to mimic this second version of her a bit more than the first one. Make her a bit less sharp and more rounded. Um, and buff her up a little bit more because like she's like a bit skinny buff here. I want to make her more like buff. So yeah. Um, Forcing myself to post whatever I have by the end of this, so hopefully I don't crash out. Okay, good, Bin. Yes, 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 yes. My first. I don't know if I actually will. Lol. I mean, last year I created my like last year was technically my first. I created my first like characters and things for it, and then I ended up doing 2 drawings total. So honestly, like you don't it's the great thing about it is that like everything you do during art fight, it's essentially you're gifting people. Like the fight part is just like a premise. You're just like doing stuff for like doing fan art of people's characters. So like no one's gonna be mad if you don't get to do everything. Like you're just you're giving someone a gift. No one gets mad if you don't randomly give them a gift for no reason at all, you know? And if they do, don't be friends with that person. I'll attack Terra if I do it. Yes, and ha ha ha. I love that it's Sinful B, by the way. I don't know if you put the B because of the stream, but I'm happy about it. I don't think I know about your character, Gonzalo. What is Terra? She seems mostly human, but I don't know. Okay, so Silver. Let me explain to you guys where she comes from. So my dumbass a couple of years ago decided that they wanted to like run a campaign with some friends, and because I like sci-fi more than I like fantasy, I thought, hey, I'm gonna create my own kind of like system within a like very open system, kind of like an existing framework. I'm gonna create my own like little system in there. That was a stupid thing to do. It's really fucking hard to create a an actual like RPing system. But essentially, I was creating a bunch of classes, and I wanted to draw characters that fit those classes, and there were certain kind of like different types of races that people could pick. Essentially, different like alien species that people could pick, and these were she is specifically a type of human that has like evolved to survive in like higher gravitational environments. She essentially space dwarf. She just space dwarf, but I wanted to flavor. It's not a very hard sci-fi thing. It's just like sci-fi silliness. So yeah, she's a space dwarf. That's what Terra is. She's got some scales, and she's got pointy ears, and she's short and strong. Um, Space dwarf. That's it. Yeah. I mean, besides the future armadillo, I can't really think of anything else I've made up, posted as far as OCs. Ooh, I know future armadillo. That counts as an OC, right? I got the Team Fossils keychain. Ooh, nice. I was Team Fossils last year as well. Should have participated in Secret Santas. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of like a Secret Santa, honestly. Lol, I've had Sinful B as my tag since 2020 now. I think actually that's hilarious. That matches really well though, Sin. I love being admin in Gonzalo server because I'm absolutely running Secret Santas for us. Oh no. Honestly, Vin has like got the power in this relationship. If she wants to do something, she gets to do something. This is just how it works. Um, heck yeah, cool. Okay, let me pull up my references for the poses. So yeah, so I want to give her like a pretty like standard kind of pose, but honestly I'm gonna have her flexing because I like the confidence, I like the over cockiness, and yeah, I'm gonna essentially try to like warp the proportions a little bit of her character. So essentially like mixing these two together, like you can see that like she does have like a way larger head in proportion to her body, and I think that like works good well, and like also like fits with the idea of like you know like a dwarf in space kind of thing. So like I kind of want to go for that kind of vibe. So yeah, I'm just gonna like roughly plan out a bit of her proportion. So like right now I definitely want to make her like a lot thicker in general, uh just like way more muscly. And yeah, it was fate that I ended up here. This community law. I've had this idea for a trio of characters that are either punk rock or something sort of heavy metal themed wizards. Ooh, the kick-ass wizards. Yes. Mr. Soap, you gotta do that. I wanna draw the kick-ass wizards. You gotta design the kick-ass wizards, please. Thank you very much. That would be lovely. Okay, so more or less the legs are kind of like, yeah, I definitely want to make her even like shorter, honestly. So I'm gonna stand her upright because like with like too wide a leg post like she has here, you kind of like underestimate how tall she is. Like I feel like if you straighten these legs out, she's actually quite tall. So I want to like keep them closer together so like we can make her a lot shorter. Like that. And way thicker at the bottom. Like I feel like these like the bottom of the leg is a bit too thin. Like I want the bottom of her leg to be like a lot more exaggeratedly thick kind of thing. Um Yeah, something more like that. Giant feet, I think works. Yeah, something like that I think works way better for like yeah, like I honestly I think I went pretty half-assed when it came to like the species and their variation and stuff. Yeah, to be fair, this was like what 3 years ago at this point, but yeah, still. Yeah, nobody can separate me from Lucy. She knows too much. Oh no, Vin. I can't imagine what Sin knows if like given what we know already. Uh, yeah. All right. Your object is stream kick-ass wizards. Yes, Mr. Soap. Yes. At least I want like a little bit of like a sketch and a draft of like kick-ass wizards. We gotta know what these kick-ass wizards look like. I definitely want some kick-ass wizards. Okay. So something like this, honestly, I think works quite well. Just like stockier, like legs and stuff. Like, does it look a little like she's got gout? Yeah, a tiny little bit, but it's fine because she doesn't. She's just a space dwarf. I think this is like way better body proportions for like a space dwarf, and I like it a lot more. I think we do maybe gotta give her gun because like she's a gun nut, gun girl. That's like pretty much her whole thing. So like we might have her like maybe mm, actually yeah, like this kind of works because this kind of like pose gives us a little bit of leeway. We do want to have her have like giant hands as well. Like we just got to make her like heftier in general, I feel like. Just a simple kind of pose. I don't want to go too hard with a pose because it's supposed to be for a reference sheet. So for reference sheets in general, I like poses to be a lot more like flat in general, just like a tiny little bit flatter, just because you kind of want to show off as much as the character uncovered as possible, like in the most kind of like boring way, while still like giving them a little bit of like their personality. So like maybe we do have her like flexing her arm because that was kind of fun. It's a 90% of what she does. Yeah, let's just say that she really enjoys lifting. Okay, she's like very very proud of her gains. So let's give her a really thick arm like we did last time, and just like bigger hands in general. Yeah, something like that. I think works pretty well. I think this is like pretty good proportion wise. Maybe a tiny little bit smaller than that, but yeah, like we kind of want her to have like a way like more noticeably stocky kind of like appearance in general. So yeah, I think this is already like an upgrade for sure. And now I'm gonna kind of like take a look at the kind of like face kind of shape that we've given her before. Like you can already see that looks more like a space dwarf when it comes to proportions. Like she looks a lot stockier, and the big head I think is gonna like add a lot to that. So I'm gonna like full on just like trace the shape of the head just to get the size right. um like this, there we go. Tracing is a very powerful tool that digital art lets us do incredibly easily. So use it, guys, especially when you're starting to like wanting to keep proportions steady for something. Yeah, big, powerful tool. So, okay. Eyes, eyebrows, there we go. Fantastic. So this is essentially like her kind of knee proportions. I think I like this. I think this works for me. Um, And then what I'm gonna try and do is like just simplify her like outfit a little bit, like take away a lot of these bells and whistles she's got over here. Again, this was like less concerned with creating a character and more concerned with like making it readable as like a soldier person as heavily as freaking possible. Um, so yeah, she's gonna be wearing like more casual clothes in this one. I'm not gonna be drawing all of these silly little armor panels and things and stuff Because yeah, it's gonna be more focused on her as a character rather than what this originally was trying to showcase a specific class kind of thing. I do like the little like head bow though, so I might keep that. But yeah. Hey, we got a thing. First time chatter. Nice. That is spam, isn't it? Yeah, that is spam. Thank you, Vin. Uh, that's sad when suddenly we get spam bots. Goddamn, the internet sucks sometimes. I'm like, oh, welcome, and it's just a spam bot. Oh well. Anyways, so yeah, I want to give her like this more of like a stocky in general, like this more way more stocky kind of thing, feel to her. Because again, she's supposed to be a space dwarf, so we gotta give her more dwarfiness. So yeah, let's mirror canvas just to make sure that like I like the way it's looking. Arm is a bit too big, isn't it? Yeah, it's a tad too big. Also, maybe keep it a bit lower like that. And this is just like the pose that her face had before, but I think I'm gonna post her like maybe looking straight up. Image mirror. Boop. Yeah, I don't actually know if I like the arm flexing. It looks kind of silly. It worked in that specific pose, but here it looks kind of silly. So maybe we just go for more of an A pose and just have her like with her arm like down here, just to like keep it even more neutral. Or maybe we give it in her hips and give her like a little bit of attitude, like soldier pose, like ready for action kind of thing. Actually, yeah, that works best. I think. You silly bots again. Yeah, goddamn man. I just finished watching a video before we started on I don't know if you guys know John Oliver. He has like a show where he like normally talks about like I mean it's kind of politics, sociology, things like that. Just like topics that are quite depressing, but in a very comedic way. And he was talking about AI chatbots on like this latest episode, and god damn is it depressing. Stay away from AI, guys. Like generally, it's so bad. It wasn't even like talking about like the environmental impact of it or the like ethical considerations of it. It was like fully just on like its effect on humanity, and like specifically the amount of people that have like killed themselves because of AI bots so far. So yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's just a bunch of yeah. Always watching politics. I know. I have a problem. I generally do. Like it is so depressing and I don't like it. And yet I spend so much time engaging with this. But yeah, it's just I guess it's just the world we live in, you know? You kind of have to. In a nicer world, politics would be actually fun. I think I'm gonna have her just like with a gun in hand, kind of like this. Boop. I'm so good at drawing guns, guys. Look at that. I definitely am gonna have to look up a gun. I'm generally so freaking bad at drawing guns. It is funny. Okay, cool. So this is her. Um, this is gonna be her standard pose. We already have references for like her kind of like bun thing that she has. She's got her hair in a bun because it looks cool, and she's got like these very heavy bangs going on. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's already giving us a really fun like silhouette. She does look a lot dwarfier now, which is kind of like 90% of what I wanted to achieve. So yeah. I don't do politics as much as I should. Like I don't watch the news at all. Yeah, news are depressing though, and technically they are political, but also like half of the news is just like very filtered through like a specific lens of like whoever owns that news station, which doesn't tend to give you the whole thing. There's a reason that like we have now an app that like gives you the same like news story with like every single outlet at the same time, so you could like contrast and compare. It's annoying. I watch the news when you can watch Gonzalo draw muscle mummies. True, Ben. Oh. Mm. Yes. Bread and circus in this case. Streams and muzzle mummies. Um, Twigs and muzzle mummies. Those are the bread and circus of today. Okay, so I think this is looking quite good. When it comes to her entire outfit again, I'm gonna try to like simplify it a lot, but I like the idea of having her like this, essentially like. Oh, I did this in a different layer, didn't I? God darn it, me. Okay, layer. Go back. Amazing. Okay, so I want to get a couple of expressions for her over here, but I think we're gonna start by trying to do our best. To do image mirror layer, to kind of like draw the same face again, which is really hard. So as human beings, our brains are like really good at looking and understanding and reading faces, other human faces. So like there's a reason why it's the hardest thing to like do is keep consistent faces and stuff. It's because we're just like generally really good at this. Yeah, Crown News sponsors Gonzalez art. Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be very funny. I just have a friggin' art Twitch where we draw muscle mummies, but one day I get a fucking Crown News sponsorship. Oh my god, okay. Blowing of nose completed. Yes. There's gonna be a lot of that going on. My like yeah, my cold is kind of like a permanent thing that's just like threatening to come. And I barely slept last night because there was a medical emergency with a family member. So I was kind of like up for like a really long time, double checking on them and stuff like that. So like I am like even like my immune system is like even more fucked than usual, which is saying something. My immune system really sucks. So yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna give her like a little bit of a grin, like not like tooth grin, just like a cocky look. And again, wanting to like round off her features a bit more, like we have over here. Because I think that's just like a cooler, nicer look for her. So yeah. Yeah, no worries. They're okay. They're okay. Everything's fine. It's one of the stressful things that just happens. Like they're perfectly fine now. It wasn't that major of a thing, but you know, when like medical stuff happens like at night, it's like you just panic even more than when it happens during the day. And yeah. And speaking of politics, the UK government should really invest a lot more money into healthcare and keeping that alive. Because goddamn, it's not good. It's not good at all. They're so understaffed. It's insane. Like so understaffed, so underfinanced. Brexit really fucked over the entire UK so hard. Welcome to this drawing show. Okay. So yeah, so essentially as you can see, I'm just trying to copy this. But yeah, I want to get like a pretty similar expression, but I don't want to like full on trace it because like this gives me more of an opportunity to try and like reflect on exactly what decisions I made when drawing that face initially. Um, because that face is kind of different from the initial reference I did like on purpose. I did not love the initial like her initial look. Like this face looks very aggressive and way too skinny. So like yeah, I want her to look less gremlin, more dwarf. So heft is definitely a consideration. Dwarf must be hefty. So yeah, Just a cheeky little side grin, I think, works for this. Something like this. Pretty thin lips by the looks of it. Um, and then a bottom lip that's just like this. Yeah, something like that, I think works. And her eyes just a bit wider than this because like she purposely has them like a little closed for this one. So yeah, amazing. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Jade. Nah, I'm good. Jaden, sorry. Is it Jade Unbunch or Jaden Bunch? Jaden. We've gone through this last stream, haven't we? Thank you, Jaden. No, I'm doing okay. I'm good. I'm just like a little zombie. You know, like when I don't know if this happens to other people. Let me know. But like I have this thing. It's Jaden. Okay, thought so. I have this thing where like whenever I take a nap that's like longer than like an hour maybe like an hour tops, sometimes like 45 minutes, I just wake up and like my whole body is like warm and I feel like a rotting zombie. Is this a thing that other people have, or am I just weird? But like I've had this for my whole life. Like I really am terrible with naps, and because I like basically didn't sleep last night, I had like a bit of a nap. I ended up sleeping like 3 hours straight or something. So like I am like I'm just like really fucking like my body feels really weird right now. But it happens every time I take a nap that's like longer than like 45 minutes or something. Mm. I don't know if it's like a normal thing or just a me thing, but it is it is certainly a thing. You can call me Jade or J or JJ. Ooh, JJ, that's fun. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's one of those things that happens. So like I'm okay, like psychologically and stuff, I'm fine. I'm just like feeling a little weird in my body because I had a nap. Yeah. And you can hear in my voice that I'm getting a little sick as well, which doesn't help. I have spent pretty much the entire weekend gardening, which was really nice and really relaxing, but also a hell of a lot of work. And I forgot how much crouching does like workout wise. I am very very much not in shape, so like my thighs are fucking killing me this week. And every time I sit down I'm like, oh no. But yeah, no, crouching, holy shit, like yeah, I forgot how much how much does that does like as a workout. I heard people haven't had that with naps. Yeah, okay, okay, good. It's good. It's not just a fault in my in my like my hardware. It's like common. Cool, cool, cool. That's fine. You know, it's just this weird thing that happens with naps, which is hilarious because like Spain is known for naps. At least in Europe. I don't know if it's known worldwide for it, but siesta is a very very common like thing people mention whenever they think about Spain here in Europe. So yeah, get one of those foam pads to kneel down on. Yeah, I made like a makeshift one of those. The thing is, it's really funny in the UK because there's like such a big like population that like likes gardening, and because a lot of them are like elderly folk, they have like really good stuff for that kind of stuff. Whereas here, like we just like mostly working people garden, so like there's like zero considerations for it. uh, so yeah, I just it was really nice though. It feels really good to do like anything with your hands really, and especially like things that you can like look back on a regular basis kind of thing. So yeah, like it was a lot, but it was really really nice and very satisfying. And I'm also like traveling away next month, so like I'm gonna be out, so it was nice to help my mom essentially get the garden the way she wants it to look for like as soon as like the nice weather starts and like summer starts and things like that, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to like be here to do that later on. So yeah, it was just a nice weekend, to be honest. Just just a long one, just a very long one, because yeah, did a lot of work. And then of course I finished Geo's commission. Haven't showed you guys because I haven't sent it to her yet. We were like I was giving her some time to like see if there was like any sort of like last minute changes and stuff that needed to be done. But yeah, finished Geo's commission, the one we started last Monday. So yeah, that one was tough. Oh my god. Remind me to not do 30-foot tall statues for a while. Holy crap. Yeah. Just because of the fact of how huge it was. Like, you kind of have to give a certain level of detail that you might not be putting on something that isn't that size. Just because, like, it's kind of the only way you can signal to, like, the human eye that, like, that thing is humongous, you know? It's like the amount of detail that you have on it. So, yeah. Okay. I think that sort of looks a little bit like her. Ah, God, this is rough. I don't think it's like exactly, but it's okay. Um, it's close, I think. I think she does need, I think her jaw needs to go up a little bit because like her mouth is closed now. Um, so maybe, yeah, maybe something more like that. Yeah, I think something more like that because like the distance between like the way I tend to measure this, like the distance between like the bottom of the lip and the chin tends to be like the same whether the mouth is opened or not, because like the squishy bit happens mostly here, and then like the kind of like jaw part, essentially like this bone over here that like goes down. So because that like jaw is going down a little bit, I think we would have her like a little bit more like that. Yeah, it's rough. It's not exact, and I am not uh, a brilliant facial animator like some of my peers are. So like, yeah, it's not perfect, but it is something. I think that does look like her, so I think we're gonna keep it to that, and yeah, and call that the face. Amazing. I'm gonna try to be a lot more general when it comes to the rest of the body because I don't want to like spend 5 hours on today's stream on this. So yeah. And the face is the most important part of like any character anyways. It's the part that you like look at the most and the part that you relate to the most. So yeah. We're just gonna do work on a new layer and kind of like work on the outfit. So yeah, I kind of like this idea of like the like removing this kind of like v-neck over here and just like bringing the t-shirt all the way to the top and then a tank top kind of thing. I think I'm gonna do this like with the pants. Yeah, like just the crop top with a baggy pants. Maybe put a like one belt with bullets or something, or like at least to like showcase a little bit of that. And then like yeah, and then like honestly, there's not gonna be much else to her. Um Maybe the pouches. Maybe take away the bullet belt and keep the pouches. Definitely not doing this whole knee brace thing. That is a nightmare. It's too much. I wouldn't want people having to draw that anyway, so yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's get on this. Do. Gotta get on one of those foam pads. I'm sure it turned out great. Thank you, Silver. It did kind of turn out really good. Essentially, what we did is that like there was this thing is on. I hate that thing. So like there's this like section of the garden at the front part that was pretty neglected, and I just like I grabbed the hoe and just like hoed the hell out of it. Pulled out a lot of weeds, dug like a small little like narrow gap, and then just put a bunch of like wooden boards that we had. Some like wooden boards from like old palais, like stuff that we had like lying around. Nothing fancy, but like trying to make it look good, essentially. The little like plastic thingy for the not really plastic, but like that little like mesh tarp thing to like prevent weeds from coming out from the ground, which they're gonna still land anyways. And to be fair, the weeds that we have here are so pretty, I don't really care. Um, but yeah, and planted some lavender. So we have some lavender and some hortensias, and I don't know how to say that in English. I just realized hydrangeas maybe. Maybe it's hydrangeas. It sounds like it could be hydrangeas, so maybe it is hydrangeas. But yeah, some of those. It was really nice. They're like they're looking really nice and stuff. So it was a lot of like recycling. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Hydrangeas then. That was my grandma's favorite flower, and she's from here, so we tried to plant a ton of them all over the place. They're really nice, and they grow really really well here, anyways. But yeah, no, it was quite nice. It was a very lovely gardening evening. Okay, what pattern did I do with the t-shirt? Yeah, it's kind of the same, right? Like the little gap coming in, kind of thing. Um, yeah, that little thing. Cool. With the orange and the white, and then just coming down here like that. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, she's a pretty simple design, all things considered. Like, if you kind of like break her down to like her essential parts, like I think it's a pretty simple design. And that's kind of like a thing I definitely encourage you all to do. Like when you're doing character design, it's like try to draw your character over and over and like simplify and exaggerate. Break your characters down as like much as possible into like their actual like main parts. Because a lot of the time we like create a lot of superfluous detail that doesn't really add much and then just creates like a more muddled kind of design. So like yeah, like this is too much. This is a lot. And like it's fine and it's good that I can like make this much amount of stuff not look horrible. But the way I do it is by essentially making a lot of it the same shades and the same color to like blend into each other and disappear in the background. So it's not like I'm really like those details are just like drowning in other bigger kind of like shapes. So it's not a case of like they're really adding much to the design. So yeah, it's good to simplify, and it does end on like more interesting or more fun kind of designs in general. I'm also gonna take the skull and crossbone from her arm because that is just that's just a dumb tattoo. I don't like it. Also, who tattoos their bicep? She would tattoo her shoulder, not her bicep, right? I don't know. Maybe someone has a very tattooed bicep, and I'm just not intending to shit on someone who tattooed their bicep. It looks kind of silly in the drawing to me. But something like that. It definitely plus it can make the character easier to draw and then more simply design. Yeah, exactly. Like especially if like it's a character that you're using for like definitely an animation, but even something like comic books or in this case like an OC that I'm trying to like draw more often. The more complicated the character, the more tedious it's gonna be every freaking time that you draw them. So it does feel sometimes that like adding a lot of detail and complicating your characters a lot makes them feel more unique and stuff. But like uniqueness is really like an overstated quality. I think what makes a character interesting isn't the fact that you haven't seen them before, is the fact that you can look at them and understand them. I think that's what makes a character good. I feel like the idea of unique characters is like very oversold, and I know it's a very like big part of like OC culture, like at least when I was growing up, like with the whole DeviantArt kind of thing, like the idea of like, oh, this is my character that has like all of these incredibly unique aspects to them that make them like one in a billion was like super popular. I think that does has the opposite effect. It makes your character look less good, just in general, be a worse character design. So it looks odd when you done alongside a whole arm sleeve, but whole arm sleeve look like a nightmare to design for a character. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, if she had her entire like arm tattooed like fully all the way, like that'd be great. But yeah, it also does sound like an absolute nightmare to do that. I tend to add a lot of tattoos to my characters for some reason. But yeah, no, I go towards the simpler side of things if can be because it is a lot of like things to keep track that you have to like draw accurately every single time, and they need to be in the same position and stuff. It just is a lot, like generally. And it's something I've been thinking about a lot recently. Trying to redesign my characters so that their designs communicate who they are as a character and when where they are in their stories. Yes, 100% silver. Like that is like the main job of a character design. Sometimes you can play around with that and make like the design a subversion. Like you can have a very evil character that looks very cute. You can have like a very lovely character that looks like an absolutely terrifying monster. Like that is great to subvert those, but you have to do it intentionally. So like thinking about, hey, this is my character and this is what I want them to represent first, and then making the design fit that is 100% a fantastic way to go. Like that just is going to make your characters not just like readable but like also comprehensible, which is kind of the thing you want. Like I feel like the goal of a character is that like when you look at that character design, you get what their vibe is. Like sometimes you might like that vibe or you might not. That is like where taste and preference comes in, where like someone's like, "Oh, I don't like this type of character," or "I don't," or "I love this type of character." Like, you know. But like the fact that you can look at a character and instantly understand who they are, or at least what their vibe is as like a character, like what do you think this character would like behave like or sound like or move like just by looking at them, what kind of decisions you think they would make in certain situations just by looking at them. That is like the best character design that you could do. Did it too. Okay. And yeah, and again, I'm like speaking more from like an industry like big project kind of like vibe, because again I'm very new to the OC kind of thing. um More from like an industry perspective, if anything. Like not necessarily because like it has to be something that you do in industry, but like because it's something that you learn like when you're working in a larger collaborative project, or like a big storytelling kind of like project where it's a comic book or like an animated film or anything of that sort. Like the more understandable your character is by just like at a glance, the better of a character design they are, you know? It's like your filmmaking is really good if you can watch a whole scene with like without the sound and still understand what's happening, or understand them at least like the vibe or the mood of what's going on. That's like when you know like your filmmaking isn't just like stock garbage where you're just like cutting to one place or another for no point or rhyme or reason to. Is like, yeah, it's kind of like the same. It's something I really admire. I don't know if you guys ever come across this feeling, but like sometimes when like just for fun scrolling through Pinterest looking at things, I come across pages of comic books that I have absolutely no context with. Some of them in like foreign languages, like in French or like Japanese or something like that, and I don't actually know what the people are saying, but just by looking at them, like it creates an image in my brain of what is going on in that moment, and that is kind of like the feeling that you want to go for. This is a horrible hand. uh, that is kind of like the feeling you want to go for when it comes to character design, something like that, where like you just look at it and you understand the kind of like vibe and the mood and what is going on without necessarily having to actually understand what is going on, you know? I think I'm gonna give her one patch on this side, like one sack of these. One of these like little thingies. One pouch, not patch. One pouch on this side, on like one side, and then the bullet rope on this side, and then just keep it at that. I think that's like a good amount of like detail to like go into the whole military thing without going too overboard with it. So yeah, trying to simplify the hell out of her in general, while still keeping her as her, obviously. And again, exaggerating a thing aspects a bit more now that I know more about who she is, because again, she was designed as a stock character rather than like an actual character. Um, like now that I know a little bit more about her, I can like give her like certain things, like her expressions and stuff. Like I feel like she is like a she is very much like a badass, but like she's like a sweet badass kind of thing. I do want to give her a little bit more edge here. Um, and she's probably bi because she has the eyebrow notch. So, you know, uh, that's a joke my bi friends make. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but they say that like all bi people have an eyebrow notch, or like at least all people with an eyebrow notch are bi or something. I don't know. I'm not bi, so I don't. I'm not a part of the community, but that's what they tell me. So confirm that in the comments. Okay. So, yeah, essentially, I like the white nose. I think that works quite well. Okay, so essentially that's kind of like her whole thing. I'm trying to work with a thicker like brush, as you can see, just to try to get through things a bit faster. I'm leaving the hands to the end because the hands suck and I kind of want some reference. I might be someone who's worked in the freaking industry for years and has drawn thousands of hands. I still struggle with them, so not because I can't draw a hand. I can draw a hand. It's just I want to draw a hand that works with the character as well, and that's rough. Drawing hands is hard already. Stylizing hands, fuck me, that's rough. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. Hands are rough. I think it's just due to their complexity, honestly. Like there's a lot of moving parts where like something like an arm, like you essentially have like muscle straight and then like shape number two, like that's an arm. As soon as you get to like the hand, which is like at that's like a way smaller scale, you have like the thumb, the thing, this thing that comes out here, this thing that bends. There's three different bends to each one of the fingers. There's four of them. It just there's a huge level of complexity, so like being able to simplify and stylize that, it's kind of rough. I look at a lot of reference whenever I'm doing that. But yeah, okay, so military trousers, very stock. I don't mind the idea of the military trousers. I think instead of like a full-on pattern, I'm just gonna make them like a solid color. Because hands and eyes are still a universal struggle to artists at all levels. Yes, eyes are another thing. To be fair, like eyes are kind of like the first thing that you look at when you like look at a character. So I'm constantly mirroring to make sure I place them correctly. Because like I know how to place them correctly, but sometimes like you start drawing without thinking and you do them incorrectly. So like double checking those things is very very useful. Did I merge all my layers stupidly? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. How long ago did I do this? Did I fuck myself? Um, okay, no, I didn't fuck myself that bad. Cool. Oh my god. But yeah, yeah, no, essentially, like, I think for the pants, we're gonna go with like military trousers. We're just gonna like simplify the hell out of them. Um, yeah. And the pads. I do like these kind of like black padding things that they have. It gives it more of a sci-fi kind of feel, and they seem like a pretty simple shape to add. Um, Gonna maybe curve them a little bit more. So yeah, something like this I think works. Maybe yeah, no, I'm gonna make them kind of seamless. So yeah, and then make the pants maybe a little bit baggy after they come down here. So like to even accentuate how like rounded and like big her legs are, just make the pants baggy on top of the fact that she already has like really thick legs. Like we make the pants like very like loose at the bottom, not like full on flared, because like I don't want her looking like a disco dancer. But like baggy enough that like it showcases this kind of thing. And then the shoes that I originally drew for her are absolutely horrific. Like they are ugly as sin. So we're gonna change that. And even though I'm not a big fan of drawing shoes, I think I'm gonna just look up some like military boot references and do something a little sci-fi with them. But yeah, no, those shoes are fucking atrocious. That is a terrible, terrible shoe. Um Yeah, I'm not good at drawing shoes, as you can see. Like what the fuck are these? What the fuck is that? That is horrible. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, like something more loose like this with the pants, I think works quite well. Because again, it just we want to accentuate how like grounded she is. I mean, her fucking name is Terra, which is like the most generic name for like a big like it literally is just Earth in Latin. So, yeah, we want her to be kind of like tough and grounded and buff. So that's what we're going with. I'm not a I'm not good with names either. Yeah. Is it on the nose as fuck? Yeah, it's on the nose as fuck. I don't know. Hideo Kojima gets away with it, so maybe if I'm as talented as him one day, I can get away with it too. Oh gosh. Where's Josh to draw shoes? Yeah, literally though, Vin. Oh man, I was talking to Josh the other day. He's like open to coming into a stream. I need to organize that and like actually like get the fucking stream things working. Yeah, I need to sit down and figure out how to do those collaborative stream things. Cause yeah, we gotta get some of our great artists in here, like our pals, to do some drawing challenges and things. Okay, so I also need to do like start a new drawing challenges for you guys. Like since the emoji one, I haven't really done any, so like I need to kind of like get on that as well. Um, I'm wondering what kind of like drawing challenges I could give you. It feels like a lot of you don't really have character designs for like art fights. So maybe a sort of like character design prompt of some sorts to kind of like get you guys to have at least one design for art fight. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I just make you draw food. That's like become the thing that I like drawing now the most, so I swear I've never really like been into drawing food. Like that is a very new development that kind of like just started the moment I started streaming. So yeah, like it's a fairly new obsession. I haven't really drawn that much food. That would certainly be helpful. Yeah, Vin. I need you guys to like have at least one character design. So yeah, maybe like a nice little character design prompt of some sorts. To give you guys like a little bit of a guideline to like get something started. Because I would love to. I would hate to see you not be able to participate in art fight because you have no characters. Like you just need the one. And like I'm doing a character sheet right now. You don't even need a character sheet. I did it last year pretty successfully. People attacked me a hell of a lot. I didn't have one whole like one character sheet at all. As long as you have like a fairly like neutral drawing of a character, like even this worked. So like doesn't even need to be that neutral, but yeah, like a reasonably readable drawing of a character. That's pretty much it. People aren't looking for much. I don't even have like many rules when it comes to drawing my characters. You kind of can do whatever with them. Like some of them have a backstory, most of them don't. It's just, have fun. Yeah, that's nice. And it's like not like I have underage characters anyway, so like that's like inappropriate romances aren't even like a thing, really. So like yeah, no, there's no many rules when it comes to my characters, so you can kind of just do whatever. Bip. Yeah, I think that works. She's got big pants. Maybe make them a little bigger, like here. I think they're a bit tight at the top for how loose they come when they're down here. Like maybe like a little bigger, like here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. I vibe with this. This is fun. I'm trying to be a lot looser, especially to contrast the last stream where we were like very detailed and working with a really, really small, like, really, really small brush. So like this week, like this week, we're doing big stuff. Yeah, cool. Okay. So we're kind of missing a little bit of the hair stuff. Then she does have a pouch over here. I feel like this pouch is very unnoticeable. I don't think it adds too much. It's fine. We'll just keep the pouch out. That's something that she like puts on and takes off. I don't think it does that much. And I don't know if adding bullets to her thigh is really gonna add too much anyways. So I think we're just keeping her sort of like this. I think this kind of works. I had clothing design. This might be torture. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, please do I love doing character design challenges. Okay, well then we're gonna do a character design challenge for sure. Okay. We have to do a character design challenge then. I think I'm gonna give you guys a couple of different character. I don't know if you like, okay, so for us, like working as a character designer, a lot of time when you do character design, you military off duty fit. Yeah, exactly. When you like do a lot of character design, you get kind of like a list of like personality traits and like maybe a little bit of story and a little bit of world building with it. I'm wondering how much you guys want because I could go very vague and just give you kind of like a vibe. Or I could like a very like very open prompt. I don't know, like we used to do a bunch of these over like a different server during the pandemic and it was really fun and like one of them was like like basically like oh wrestler, just design a wrestler, and like I did like a robot that was a wrestler kind of thing. So like it could just be like very vague as like a very like vague kind of like character archetype kind of thing, or it could be like more of like a developed kind of level of character. So either way there's going to be like a lot of very big differences between all of your designs. But yeah, because I do want you to like call it Euro C, so like I don't want to be too specific. So like you could be like, no, this is my character. Yeah, yeah, I kind of like her. Character design challenge would be great. Awesome, Silver. Created crashed and I lost some of my progress. Oh no, I was able to recover most of it, but now I have to redraw the hand again. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, Silver. Also, thanks for the reminder to save. A few friends and I are doing blind character design challenge. We hate the theme setting. Oh, we have the theme. Sorry. I gotta be dyslexic. Honestly, this is insane. We have the theme setting and vibe, then we design a character without talking to each other. That's kind of dope. Yeah, I've run a couple of those on other servers, so I could do something with like a very heavy theme and just like an open prompt, or like make like very specific character designs and let you choose from like those. Like there's like a lot of different ways we can run it, honestly. I could instead of hand on hip, this is kind of like making me think of like when like they put their hand on their back like soldier style. Um Maybe I could do that. That would make her look a bit more like a soldier, like she's almost like saluting kind of vibe. If I just like do like the thumb would be somewhere here. Um Essentially something like this with a hand. Like and then like just take that away. Feel like she's got her hand behind her back. It doesn't really read well, does it? No, I'm definitely gonna do hand on hip then. But yeah, I think she's looking quite good. I think we've definitely like updated her a bunch. Might give her some of like the like bracelets. I think that kind of works. Almost like I think like in this world, this is like a dog tag, I guess. Or I could. I'm surprised I didn't give her a dog tag. Actually, that's like the most soldier coded thing ever. Um, yeah. I have the protagonist and the others have different characters. So like love interest haunts the narrative, etc. Oh, that's cool. Like so, like you're going for like archetypes kind of in the story. That's actually really cool, Sin. That's awesome. Okay. I kind of like that. That's actually kind of cool. Like different story kind of things. Um yeah, I've run of like a lot of like different themed ones. I guess the thing I could do is instead of doing like one big character design challenge thing is I could just prepare a bunch and like do weekly ones and like if you just don't like the theme of this week, that's fine. Like the next week I'll post another kind of vibe. So maybe maybe I just prep a bunch of them and just do like a bunch of like more open theme ones. Like maybe give some lore and some story or like some like more of like a setting for you to like create your character into. Nothing too specific or something very specific. Or I could just say twink vampire and see what Vin does. I just ended up drawing Remick, I'm afraid. That would be excellent practice. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to come up with a couple of different character prompts for you guys. Remick is very difficult to draw. You're right. He's got a really weird face. He's got like a very lumpy, like very lumpy face. Like this is like from memory. This is my Remick drawing. Got like curly hair. He's got the eyes. He's like, I'm a vampire. Yes. Friendly vampire. This is Remick. There you go. See, it's not that difficult actually. Does he have a nose? I think he has a nose. There you go. There you go. Remick. He's got like cheeks. Like a lot of cheek. There you go. Now he's more vampire. Yeah, we did it. We drew Remick. And then a little Irish flag holding. It's like burp, burp. Yay. Irish flag. Okay. Anyways, that aside, uh, let's start with the hair. It's more fun than the hands and the shoes. Let's start with some of the hair. He does really have a unique face, to be fair. I could try do some Remick fan art, but I don't know how well I'm gonna get the actual like resemblance. He's rough. He's rough to draw. I definitely concede to that. He's not an easy character. Not an easy person to draw. Okay, so I like the way I kind of did like one big bang and then like the things to the side here. Yeah, I'm gonna do something like that. Okay, I was able to get a post done for my character. I'll throw it on the Discord for feedback. Yay, thank you, Silver. I look forward to seeing it. I don't tend to have the Discord open when I do this, because it does sometimes lag out, but I don't know. Just depend. Well, you know what I didn't check today? I checked it yesterday after what happened on last Monday, but I didn't check if the today's stream was recording like it should be. Okay, it is recording. Okay, cool. Amazing. Just gotta double check that. I don't trust myself now. Okay. Like I know exactly what happened last Monday, and it was 100,000% my fault. Like I made the mistake. I clicked the thing. I shouldn't have clicked. Just like for no apparent reason. So like it was 100% my fault. But now I'm like paranoid that it's gonna happen again, and not save the recording. But this time it's gonna be for like technical error, because like I had to update the oh yes please save my recording stuff or something. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, this is looking nice. Okay. Yeah, I think something like that. Also, as you can see on the first version, like she has this thing where like she has like a fade to green kind of thing. I kind of like this like more like neon stripes thing that she has in this one. So I think I'm gonna go with this. In general, I just like the new version better than the old design. That's gonna be the running theme throughout today. It's just gonna be like, oh, older design worse than newer design. But yeah. So I don't want to be too precious with the hair. Just kind of like getting it down best I can, quick as I can. But yeah, essentially like she's got this droopy kind of like these droopy kind of like shapes, almost like these teardrop shapes, maybe eye shapes, fish shapes. I don't know that she's got going on, and that's like gonna be shown a lot throughout her design and most of her like hair kind of thing, except for like the bun where it comes to like this more rounded off kind of shape. Again, gonna keep it quite rough. Like this is a character sheet, but it's not like a commission, so my style tends to be rougher. Unless I'm doing a commission, I'm gonna stick to rougher style. So yeah, it also helps me not get too bogged down on the details. I feel like, especially when it's like a design like this, where I kind of want to make it, very readable, very clear, very kind of like simple. The more detail oriented I am, the more I can get bogged down on like those details and like try to like get like tiny little things to show and stuff. So yeah, she's definitely gonna have that orange bandage thing. I think this time I might tie the bandage down below, because like here, like I could have it here. Yeah, I could have it here. I'm gonna put it there. This hair doesn't need to be there then. Yeah. I'm not gonna add the bullets that it has in the original one. I think that's too much. I really wanted to make sure people knew she liked bullets and guns. So like she's got all of the bullets and all of the guns all over her constantly all the time. Um I don't think that's too important part of a character right now. Like she already looks fairly military, and I want her to look less one note, so she's gonna have less bullets. Yeah. Okay, something more like that. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. And now time to just delete the parts behind the hair. Yay. So I might, even though it doesn't, like it shouldn't be, like I might pop her ear out a bit more just to like show that she does have two pointy ears. It's not like one of them got pointed for no reason. Like she does have them pointed. Even though like anatomically and perspectively it's not like it's not what the perspective should look like kind of thing, but it's fine. It works for my specific purposes. Looking good so far. Thank you so much, Silver. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think she's like turning out okay. More importantly, and most importantly of all, she's like turning out the way I kind of wanted her to look. I feel like her fringe might become a bit of an issue when it comes to her expression and her eyebrows, though. So I might need to lower those a bit, because I don't like doing the transparent hair trope that you see in a lot of anime. So I'm just gonna like lower her eyebrows here and like change her expression a little bit to be like a bit more, yeah, a bit less happy. She's just gonna have her eyebrows more like that. Yeah. Just yeah, I don't love that trope where like you have the like you can see the eyebrows through the hair kind of vibe. Don't like it too much, so I just want to make sure like they're visible. And yeah, fringes kind of like fuck that up a lot. So like I get why like a lot of anime characters do it, because they do have a lot of fringes in anime. They really like their, is this called a fringe? I'm calling it completely wrong. Um this thing on the head. They really like having that. I think it's called a fringe now, but now I'm like second guessing myself. I'm not a hairdresser. I don't know. But yeah, like a lot of anime have that. The bangs maybe, are they bangs? Is it a fringe or a bang? I don't know. Hmm. Oh no. Oh no, the uncertainty. One or the other, but essentially like they have a lot of that. Both ish. Okay. They have a lot of bangs in anime like hairstyles for some reason. And I understand that like when you have a very low bang, especially like something like that, it does really like create Fringes are bangs, but not all bangs are fringes. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's good. Gonna know for now. Okay, no worries. See you, Silver. Have a great one. I look forward to checking out what your design's looking like on the Discord when I finish. Yeah, someone's gonna have to explain that bang fringe thing to me. Um, okay. Oh my God. Okay. On my back, can you guys see me again? Is this working at all? No, I don't see chats. Oh no. Oop. Okay, maybe. Music's not working. Oh, music's working again now. It's working, but it's not making a sound. Okay, that's fun. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. That was scary. Okay, we are back, I think. I think you guys can see me now, right? Oh my God. Sorry. I don't I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry, guys. We're haunting him. No, I can I can see you now. Oh my God. I'm really sorry. Don't know what the heck what happened with the Wi-Fi. I'm connected to data now, so it might not be as strong. But I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi right now. Um, God, I hope this lasts because I was planning on doing a little bit more than just an hour stream. So yeah, gosh, okay. Um, Let me get you can see me. Okay, good, good, good. While this is still working, let me get wait, no, it disconnected again? Oh my God. Immediate disconnection. Oh no. I don't know what's happening, guys. It's Wi-Fi's supposed to be working. I'm connected to the thing. What the heck is going on? Uh nope. Music stopped again. That's not a good sign. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Oh my God, let's see how long this lasts. If this keeps happening, we're gonna have to stop early today, which I really don't want to do. God damn, okay. I'm gone again? No. What you mean I'm gone again? No, my oh my God, no. My PNG tuber is too happy. I'm not happy. This is not good. Oh my God, can you guys see me and hear me at all? Oh, this is freaking great. This might actually cause the recording to just keeps on our toes, building suspense for the finished product. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, well, let's hope I'm back for a while. Goddamn, I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's up with my Wi-Fi right now. I hope I can, I hope we can keep this up for a bit. Goddamn. Okay, well, I feel like this is gonna keep us guessing for a bit, so, gonna do our very best. There's not much else I can do. I'm already on data with Wi-Fi on the backing, so don't tap on the glass. It's running a whole minute behind chat, lol. Oh no, am I running a whole minute behind chat? Oh, that's not great. Stream is back to normal. Okay, okay, good, Vin. Oh my God. Okay, well, I looked up the military boots on my phone. I hope that keeps a strain away from the frickin' a stream. My God. I'm so sorry, guys. I've only had connection issues once before, and it was because there was an electrical storm happening outside, and I think there's an electrical storm about to happen outside. There's something weird whenever there's a storm, the Wi-Fi just like goes off. I don't know if there's any correlation between it or if it's just a fucking coincidence. When the gods get mad, the stream just drops. No, I dropped again, didn't it? The music stopped. No. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, this is fucking awful. Well, this is not but good. It says I'm disconnected right now. I don't know if you guys can hear me at all. Circle of Doom. Yeah. Okay, well, the music's back, so the Wi-Fi might be back. Oh my God. Okay. I really hope I don't have to end this stream even before the 2 hour mark. That would be very sad. Especially because I haven't finished shit. Oh God. I don't know if we're back or not. Oh my God. I'm really sorry. I really have no idea what's going on. Only thing I can really do is switch to data. Which I already have, and it should be working, but I really don't know. Oh my God. Hmm. Haven't heard from chat in a bit. Circle of Doom just says Circle of Doom. Yeah, I don't know if we're back on or not. I'm gonna act like we are, I guess. God damn it. Why? Why? Well, I guess it's because I'm drawing shoes, and I'm so terrible at drawing shoes. The Twitch is just like, nah, no one should see this ugly ass shoe that he's drawing. Oh my God. I don't know if this shoe works at all either. Oh my God. It's gotta be smaller. It can't be this big. Yeah, that's better. Okay, well, we can hear you fine. Okay, okay. You can hear me fine. Okay. So we might be back successfully, maybe. Hopefully it is to stay back, maybe. Hopefully. Oh my God. This is nerve-wracking. You're here. Okay, you're here. Okay, good, good. God damn. I really don't want to stop the stream after an hour. Um, okay. Just a few less pexes than usual. That is not good. Oh my God. I'm really sorry, guys. This does not usually happen. We've had one Wi-Fi issue before, and I was pretty sure we were good. Um, really, really sorry. This is kind of embarrassing. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, Well, fuck it, it'll do. Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure half of us are wearing glasses anyways. Yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully you're mostly AFKing this shit. Okay, well, here's a boot, sort of, um, kind of sort of a boot. I'm not great at drawing these, so I'm just mirroring it and calling it a day. Um, yeah, she's wearing military-ish boots now. Yeah, they're just gonna you're just gonna move on to the hands now. God damn, I'm really sorry, guys. This is really embarrassing. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and speed up as much as I can to try to at least have a fucking finished drawing before the Wi-Fi decides to explode again. Oh my god. Uh, how do I change my settings so Twitch stops censoring Twink? I don't know. I think it just does it on the auto mode on my end. Um, did we disconnect again? I feel like we disconnected again. Okay, so like hand on hip essentially is like this. God, I really hate drawing hands. Okay. So something like this. Like this. And then pick yes over here. So like, God, it's too many fingers. Uh, for like 2 seconds. Okay. I think every time you say disconnect, Twitch does it takes it as a challenge. Oh no. Hey Bree, welcome. Welcome. We're trying not to disconnect constantly. Um Oh my god. Yay, hydrate. I will. Woke up at a reasonable hour. Good, Bree. I'm really happy to hear that. Mm. I woke up at a very unreasonable hour. Oh god, okay. We are struggling with the Wi-Fi, so sorry if it does disconnect as we go along. There isn't much that I know, but there might be something that I can do about it. There's just not much that I know how to do about it, so like it is kind of like, yeah, there might be something I can do about it. I don't know what it is. Um, I've already connected us to data rather than Wi-Fi to kind of like make it work. So like that was the only kind of thing I knew how to do. So yeah, if that doesn't work, we're kind of fucked because I don't have anything else up my sleeve. So yeah. Anyways, 7 p.m. is good, right? 7:30 p.m. for waking up. Yeah, it's very reasonable. Yes, we don't tap on that glass in the stream. It's very shy. The drawing process of a gun. Uh, if you're like drawing mechanical things like guns, especially if you're designing one from scratch, I do highly recommend you start with like a 2D like side. No, what the fuck? Hey, it's gonna be even more of a shit show than it already thought it was gonna be. So, I guess we'll uh it's absolutely stupid, but it's okay. Stupid designs are my bread and butter. So let's just kind of create something like this. Like a little bit of a sight maybe there. Maybe something like that. May have this a bit lower. And then the rest of the thing goes over here. Is this tiny little handgun gonna have a magazine? Sure, maybe. Why not? Let's give it a magazine. I don't know anything about guns. It's okay. These are sci-fi guns. They're stupid anyway, so yeah. This is her handgun. It's gonna have a fucking thingy here. I don't know. Just stuff. It's just stuff. It's fine. She has a magazine in her frickin' handgun. I'm not good at drawing guns, guys. It's dodging and weaving. Come on, stream. Make it to 2 hours. That's what I'm hoping. We're at 37 past. We need to make it to at least the 2 hour mark. God damn it. Will we? I don't know. But gosh, I hope we do. God damn, man. Why does it do this to me, you know? I've been good. I've eaten my vegetables, stream. I've been on time every time we stream, I think, more or less, probably. I haven't. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I haven't missed a single stream, I don't think. Now, most we started minutes late, so I feel like the stream should be nicer to us. Okay, so something like this. Perfect. Amazing. So, if you guys enable low latency in settings, connected, reconnecting. I don't know if this fucking stream is gonna save at all now. Yeah, this is a fucking shit show. Thank you for coming to my shit show, guys. Like, we've had technical problems in the past. This is like more than technical problems. Oh, there we go again. Oh my god. Did we leave again? I think we left again. God damn it. Oh, are we back? We might be back. Oh my god. Sorry, guys, for all of this. Like, yeah. I'm just using the music as a way to figuring out when we're back at this point. Oh my god. I am so sorry for this absolute fucking shit show. Well, we did manage to draw her, at least. God damn. I wanted to do some expressions for her to give you guys an idea of like how to create like a little bit of a vibe of the character and stuff. Like just with like a, just one drawing, like a couple of expressions. Yeah, no. The world decided, nah, fuck me. Oh, god damn it. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's just at least make it to the 2 hour mark. God damn it. Oh, I think we disconnected again, didn't we? Nope. Okay, well, I don't know if you guys can hear me at all. You guys can see any of this. Um, I'm gonna just keep going and pretend like everything's okay. God damn it, what an absolute fucking shit show. Oh my god. Well, the idea was to like do a couple of expressions as well as this to kind of like give a little bit of that, you know, character sheet kind of vibe that we have to kind of like showcase our character in different situations, maybe a little bit of their personality through just drawing without having to like describe her personality. Just like draw and show her personality in a visual way. Um, yeah. I don't know if that's gonna work. Um, yeah. Also kind of wanted to do the like very fun thing that like the OCs communities do where like they just like put up measurements and like favorite colors or favorite food and stuff like that. Very silly, but very yeah. Oh my god. I'm really sorry guys. I'm definitely gonna do a raid so you guys can at least watch something nice on. Oh god, we're away again. Oh no. It left again. God damn it. Um and yeah, and you guys just tell them that I was having fucking connection issues. If I don't show up to talk to them. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I really wanted to deliver a good stream today and do some fun character stuff with you guys. We did at least manage to draw her in a bit. So like that's certainly not nothing, you know. We got this whole kind of like yeah. Unless I can't control the weather. Maybe Sin. Maybe Sin. I control the weather. And I'm like, yeah, let's take a break today. We're gonna make a fucking thunderstorm. We're in the Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys to pick at send my love. I'm really sorry that today could not go longer. Had a lot of fun with you guys, talking about like redesigning and streamlining characters and stuff like that and pushing proportions, but sadly, that's it for today because I don't want to keep you guys here with like the back and forth. So we're just gonna give a rate to this cool YouTuber lady, uh brilliant artist. She kind of like learned art really really quickly from like I think she was a coder or 3D modeler or something like that at a games thing. So if you have questions about that, good person to ask. Let's try and do the raid. Let's see if it works. Thank you very much everyone for showing